Hello, good evening, and welcome to Thingamajig's Racing Channel. And this evening, ladies and gentlemen, we are in for a right treat as we join the Ultimate Racing League, their Wednesday evening racing, ladies and gentlemen. Two lobbies of pro sim racers going at it with two different kinds of leagues. The League One's running something totally different to League Two. League Two are running a Jaguar Group 3, Group 4 alternating championship. 1 week we're in the Group 3s, 1 week we're in the Group 4s of the Jaguar F-Type. And so this is the F-Type series, and it's round 7, ladies and gentlemen. It's a sprint race of 15 minutes and then a 30-minute race with 2 compounds of tyres to be used. And ladies and gentlemen, I know I have let you down many a time before not having a championship table at this point, but I do. I can tell you, I can enlighten you, ladies and gents, on whom is where in the championship. Duffman in the chat saying afternoon thingy. Well, afternoon, Duffman. How are you doing? So, without further delay, after 6 rounds of absolute hardcore racing, Wayne the Mad D-O-double-G is at the top of the table on 200 points, followed by Slowpoke in second on 192 points. 8 points divides these powerhouse drivers. Then we have Muhammad Ali on 172 points, with Biggie in fourth. That's Rossi to you and me on 146. Niggleback is in, fifth with 135 points, ahead of Hodgie sixth on 132 points. Very tight indeed. Seventh is Firepower on 97 points. He's ahead of PY on 95 points, and Phaser in ninth on 95 points. That is a absolute power battle right there in the middle of the pack. 7th, 8th and 9th, Firepower, PY and the Phaser all duking it out. And just behind them, ladies and gentlemen, we've got the Declan, and he's been having an absolute banger of a second half of the season, and he's in 10th on 89 points, only 6 points behind those that he's chasing. The Brownie is in 11th on 86 points, with Kian in 12th on 82 points. Could it get much closer? Wow. Dubel or Hawkeye is 13th on 58 points, with Sid the Sloth in 14th on 38 points. Apex Bloom is 15th on 20 points, and then Castian is 16th on 11 points. Ladies and gentlemen, the middle of this table is to die for. They have got big points to make. Big points mid-table, and I am here for it. It's going to be cracking. Saying that, then, shall we move on to have a look at what our grid looks like then, ladies and gentlemen? Standing start, it's the Group 4 Jaguar this week, and we're at a track that is... it's special, ladies and gentlemen. It's special in both ways. Some people think it's special, and some people think it's special. But Dragon's Trail, and I think it's the Gardens, it's fun. I like it. I like that apex, that right-hander that's got 3 corners that make up one big corner. I think it's fantastic. Coming to the end of the lap where you've got to really get that heavy braking because it's another tight corner, and loads of overtaking gets done in those corners. It is chef's kiss. But some people can hate this track. We're at Dragon's Trail, the short answer of where we are this week, without my opinions on it. Right then, let's have a look at the grid, ladies and gents. I'm wearing my goggles, which is shocking. Right then, let's see. I tried to have a little practice of this. I had to check the liveries, didn't I? We've been having livery issues, so I checked the liveries. So we've had a practice of this. It worked well in my head, but going live, it never does. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, on pole position, we have the Mad Dog, the championship leader, Wayne the M-A-D-D-O-double-G. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, do not mess, because the mess will mess. Then in second place, we have Muhammad Ali, and he is standing up to the bar, ladies and gentlemen. He's got his dukes out, and he is ready to start punching hard to get some points in this championship. Third place, ladies and gentlemen, it's the deck of decks. It's the Declan, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Declan, having an absolute banger of qualifying of late. Can he turn that into a race win from third place? Oh, yeah, we hope so. God damn it, we hope so. Right then, in fourth place, it's the Brownie, ladies and gentlemen. And we've seen him coming up through the ranks and now sweetly qualified in fourth place and sat in the perfect place to take the win. I'll tell you, anyone can take the win here. The Mad Dog might be favourite, but these guys are all snapping at his heels. Then in fifth place, it's our favourite wonky German, ladies and gentlemen. It's F-A-Z-E-R. It's the Fazer. And he is coming here to rip up the tarmac, ladies and gents. In the Hodgie, sixth place in the White Monster Jaguar. And a very swift driver that's not having the season that we expected this season. It's been a bit of a shocker for him, and I'm sure he wants to end this season with some big results. Then in seventh, P. White, in a very clean, beautiful looking Monster Jaguar. Then in eighth is Firepower. Food and drink. I'm not sure. I'm trying to find one little bit of drink on there, and then we'll say, yeah, food and drink. We've ticked that. Firepower is going off of the rule book, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable stuff, and I'm here for it. I love a rebel rouser. I do like a rule breaker. And Firepower there in eighth place in his shag. In ninth spot, then, we have Big E. Fourth in the championship, ninth on the grid. It doesn't add up, does it, ladies and gentlemen? Let's watch his progress through this 15-minute sprint. And then in the final spot, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Hawk of Eye, Dude Bell. And he's seeing up the rear. No slowpoke. So he's going to be losing out on points. They do drop a round. So it should be okay for him. Do some fancy camera work here before we go off to watch the race. Like, let's hope that's where the camera ends up. Wouldn't that be sweet? No, it's down here. I should have gone down further. Okay, then, ladies and gentlemen, it's a standing start. 15 minutes of racing in the shag, and Waney is leading them away. Let us get this going. It's getting hot in here. Lights out, let's go. Waney then trying to absolutely slap off the start, and Muhammad Ali is there all on his own. Is he going to try and do a late break? It's a very fast corner, the first corner, and Muhammad Ali looking at that nice big empty space up the inside of the Waney, but the Waney closed that down. He shut that bad boy down as the deck gets Brownie. Brownie up the inside, and Brownie now moving up and into third place. Whoa, a little contact with the Ali, and Muhammad Ali. It hasn't affected him, but it has put the Brownie back behind the deck. Then we have the Hodge trying to make his way through, and after Brownie having to back out of that one, he must have lost a bit of momentum, and we're sitting on board with the Hodge there as he has a look around the outside in a very tight corner. It's a brave move for a man trying to do it around the outside there, and no, he sticks behind the Brownie. Fazer in sixth, then we've got the PY in seventh, PY being harassed and harung by Big E, and then Firepower in ninth with the Hawkeye in 10th, So everything going shipshape for the Waney. The Mad Dio Double G is not being harassed or harung. He is just getting on with the business as they get to them corners I love. Look at this corner. How can you not love this? Beautiful. I'll get on board next lap. You'll see how beautiful it is. Muhammad Ali then in second, but he has a troop of cars chasing him down. The deck safe in third, but Brownie and Hodgie going for that outside line again, but it hasn't worked for him yet. He's going to try and do the switcheroo. No space, no help from Brownie there. Brownie sat his Jag right in the middle of the road, leaving Hodgie no options there, and the Fazer now in the slipstream of the Hodge, trying to make something happen for himself. Up the inside, has a little look, nothing doing. The Hodge has a dab of the brakes to save the shag, keep it settled. The Fazer coming out of the corner a little bit faster than the Hodge. Now it's heavy braking and cutting that apex. Whoa, the Fazer out of control, but still in control. Beautiful stuff. Brownie looking like he had a little shake on coming out of that corner. Maybe defending, doesn't realise the Hodgie is as far back as he is. Still feels he's right up his jacksy. But yeah, no, I think Declan is now losing some momentum, whilst the Brownie has a sniff up the inside. More than a sniff, ladies and gentlemen. He's taken the whole damn position. So Brownie now up and into third place as the Deck down in fourth. And now the Deck on the back foot has to watch out for an insurgent Hodgie. Hodgie trying to insert himself into the situation right now. And the Deck could do without that. And Brownie's gone wide. Brownie's gone absolutely wide. He is off the course, ladies and gentlemen. And losing 2 positions. He's got inside tight. He's banging doors with the Hodge. And man alive, elbows out. They're still banging the doors, ladies and gentlemen. And there we go. Oh, and that's what happens when the doors get banged too hard, ladies and gentlemen. It's all very well having a little bang of doors is fun sometimes, but the fun can get out of control. So Wayne the Mad D-O-double-G is leading this race with the Deck in second. Muhammad Ali down to third. The Deck on an absolute push and a shove. And I am here for that. Fazer up into fourth with the Biggie. Remember, terrible qualifying. Ninth on the grid. Already up to fifth. Maybe, possibly fourth. We'll hang around and see. Muhammad Ali retaking second place back from the Deck as Rossi. I mean, that was pretty much what Muhammad Ali does. So we didn't need to go back. He did exactly the same thing. Fazer down into fifth. PY is up into sixth. Firepower now in seventh place with the Hawkeye in eighth. And the Brownie and the Hodgie played too hard. Didn't you guys? Didn't you? Wayne then leads the way in the chat. We have Boosted saying, watching on my new Quest 3. Woo, mama, am I in VR? Wow, I'm here. I'm over here. I'm over here. I don't suppose that works. So Wayne then leading the way with Muhammad Ali in second place. The Deck is in third with Rossi in fourth, PY in fifth. It looks like things are settling down 5 minutes into this race, and they are finding their rhythm. Fazer in sixth, Firepower in seventh. Firepower looking dangerous. Firepower, I've got to say, I've got a feeling. I got a feeling deep inside. Oh yeah. So I think Firepower has got something in his artillery, ladies and gentlemen. I think he's got something in his back pocket. I think he's just about to show us. Oh yeah, come on Firepower, come on Firepower. So Fazer defending hard, recently winner of a race, and at the moment languishing down in sixth place and fighting the PY. That is how thick, how deep the talent pool is in this championship, ladies and gentlemen. There isn't one guy out there that couldn't win a race. Hawkeye giving Firepower a lot of jip as Brownie and the Hodge try and get a recovery drive on the go. Wayne with the fastest lap of the race. He needs a slowpoke to keep him in check as Muhammad Ali in second, and the Deck still dreaming of that second place. Brownie saying we did play too hard, me and Hodgie there. And like I said, banging doors is all good and fun until it goes too far. So the Deck chasing down Muhammad Ali, feeling a weakness, I'm sure. He feels that second place is up for grabs. Muhammad Ali, usually untouchable in anyone's book. But today, the Deck feels he could go up against this Goliath. Rossi doing a super job. Remember, he qualified 9th, ladies and gents, and he is up and into 4th place, and he is at him. He is like Scrappy from Scooby-Doo. Let me at him, let me at him, let me at him. He is hot to go, ladies and gents. Fazer there in 5th. He's got himself ahead of the White. The White now in trouble from Firepower. Firepower is on the mission, ladies and gentlemen, as they go off. Still not got on board. Who we got? Someone just about to go through it. Here we go. Hodgie's going to take us through. Look at this. It's just always turning. You can straighten up. And that one is full decks all the way through. It's beautiful. I love it anyway. It might not be everyone's favourite corner, but I really do enjoy that corner. So I'll get it better next time, honestly. I'll get on with our mad D-O-double-G. He'll take us through. Oh, you'll see what it's like. Muhammad Ali then is spacing out between the Deck. Rossi as well seems safe from Fazer. This is the battle, ladies and gentlemen. Firepower, Hawkeye, P. White, and soon to be the Brown E. As they all go into that first corner, all picking a different line. My good golly gosh, P. White pulling over to the inside there and nearly gave Hawkeye, just gave him the position virtually. Brownie then, he's saying, well, if you're giving away spots, I'll have it. And was it Firepower that pulled over and let them all have it? It might have been Firepower, just pulled over in the inside. Seems to be going a little slower at the moment, and the Hodge catching up with him. So, let's go on the board with the Waney, because this whole section is fun. Leading down here, one way to the right, baby, just a brake, slide it through. Then it's a little tighter this way. Oh my hon, all the way on the curb. Let's have all that curb, honey bunny. And then down here, and then it's just full send into this one. Wowzers, baby. Just giving it feather through there, and then let's just floor this bad boy all the way up this straight. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about, baby. So that's the Mad D-O-double-G, and he is being uncontested, ladies and gentlemen, today. Ali, the man, Grahamad, is there in second, close to no one. It's Big Boy Rossi. Biggie Rossi is the man who's looking to ruin Declan's podium chances. A 41.7 last time around from the big deck. And Rossi then 41.8 is very tight. It's very tight indeed. And one small mistake from the deck. And Biggie is going to gobble him up. Have him. Absolutely haunt his dreams. A 41.8 from the Biggie then. Against a 42.5. No. Deck cannot be dropping these times, ladies and gentlemen, or the Rossi is going to have him. Phaser as well in this fight. Brownie is up ahead of Hawkeye, and it is P. White. These are the guys we should be watching. I apologise. So the Brownie there in sixth. There's P. White and Hawkeye going side by side through the corner, but it's all safe and sound. And now Firepower wants to be back in the fight. He fancies a piece of all of their action, but the Brownie has upped his game, ladies and gents. He has taken it to the next level, and now has overtaken all of those guys, and he's up and into sixth place, chasing down the wonky German of Phaser. But Phaser's too busy chasing Biggie, whom is chasing the deck. So we've got a lot of racing on our hands in the next 5 minutes. And I saw the deck there sliding his shag a little bit through that corner. If he is out of control, then it's this man's job to come up and put him to rights. Phaser there in fifth. The Brownie hunting them down as P. White is in seventh place, trying to stay out of Hawkeye and Firepower's way, and the Hodge not far behind them. Waney the Mad D-O-double-G has no issues. He's just cruising. Got another 5 minutes of this nice steady drive around the Trail of Dragons. And Grahamad Ali also unflustered or unbothered as he runs in second place. The deck, but the deck is still around. You know, Grahamad Ali is one small mistake away from losing that position. And then we've got Biggie, Phaser, and Brownie all hunting each other down. Brownie a little further back from them, and now P. White has risen in that group to be the man to go up against Brownie. Brownie last time a 42.0 in his shag, 42.5 from the White. He's got to find a half a second if he wants to get on par with the Brownmeister. Hawkeye 43.9, and he's got a 43.8 of Firepower chasing him down. Tight shenanigans. The Hodge a 43.1, and he's coming in hard as well. Waney at the moment just cruising, thinking about having a sandwich, a picnic maybe here at Croatia. Grahamad Ali in second, and the deck is under fire. He's under the pressure cooker now, ladies and gentlemen. We've still got 4 minutes of racing to go, and Big E is coming in hard and strong through this section of road that I enjoy so much, hence why we're back in the car. Oh, takes it out wide there, and yes, Declan losing a lot of time on the curb, and it's just Rossi. He looked like he was going to go for that inside line, and then decided, no, I have to brake for this corner, and could not commit to it. So now he's going to have to just follow Declan through up this straight and try and nail him in the braking zone, which is going to be very difficult. Still too far back to make an opportunity for himself. And don't forget, he's got Phaser sitting behind him, waiting for that mistake to happen, waiting for Rossi to push it too hard whilst chasing down the deck. Oh, lovely and close now with a lovely slipstream. He's definitely got a better drive out that corner. He's going for the move now, ladies and gentlemen, down the straight. It's over. It's over, sir. So the biggie is up and into third place. Easy does it, he says. And the deck now slipping down to fourth, and he's got Phaser all up and about his busyness, trying to get into the boot of his Jag to see what he's got in there, or his tyre iron. The Brownie in sixth place, with P White now in seventh. We got Hawkeye in eighth. We got Firepower in ninth, and we got the Hodge in 10th. Not the race the Hodge wanted, but it's the race he got. Oh man, Wayne's on another level, isn't he, really? So is Muhammad Ali. So it's Biggie, Declan, and the Phaser we look to for the racing. Phaser fancying a piece of the deck's buttski around here, and the deck is enjoying it over the curbs, which is costing him. It's costing him time in this race at the moment, and has cost him a podium. The Rossi couldn't live with him, but he got stranded over some curves there, and deck again under braking. The Phaser getting very serious about an overtake situation. So the Declan is now playing a defensive game, and that is why I've just looked down at the dashboard, ladies and gentlemen, and that front right tyre is not a happy tyre. It's not what we would say an optimum tyre play, especially as it's unbalanced from the rest of the tyres. Tyre wear is beautiful if they all wear together. If you've got one tyre wearing more than others, and there's a little tap from the Phaser, and I think the Phaser might pull out of that one as Declan went wide. And where is the Brownie? The Brownie is hot to trot, ladies and gentlemen. The Brownie there as Phaser having to lift after the knock with the deck. And there you go, the Brownie comes through. Is Phaser getting that tyre wear? No, it's just the Declan. Declan struggling with that tyre wear there. And like I said, when it's unbalanced tyre wear, it is a lot harder to drive the car. At least when the tyre wear is even on all four corners of the car. I mean, they're pretend cars. It's all pretend, okay? I'm not in this weird universe where I'm saying it's like reality. But they've tried to make it as real as possible. So if you're getting tyre wear in one tyre more than the other three tyres, yes, your pretend car feels very, very hard to drive. I feel like in the middle of I had to have a reality check, but I do know it's not real life. I just try and pretend, try and make it look like real life. I want to trick people just cruising through YouTube, and they're like, oh, I didn't know there was an F-Type series race on. Let's have a look at that. So Rossi steady in third at the moment. Declan living with that tyre wear, but you can tell it is causing him issues. The Brownie, not with half as much tyre wear, is coming in, but we are at 5 seconds to go, ladies and gentlemen, of the race. This is surely the last, yes. This is surely it, no? Yeah, there we go. So Wayne, the Mad D-O-double-G, easy win, ladies and gentlemen. All day he'd take those, all day long, no stress. Muhammad Ali getting a good second. He had to race for it. He had to give Declan, poor Declan, down to fifth. I feel bad for him. Brownie has got him now. And, oh, sorry, Muhammad. We'll go back, because we missed it. We missed Brownie's big moment, didn't we? He's already through. Hang on. He's already through. There we go. So, but I think this is all down to tyre wear anyway for poor Deck, especially in this part. Look, you can see he's just struggling. He's struggling to get grip there, and the Brownie easily through. And Phaser not too far behind. So then Wayne gets that win, and then Muhammad Ali comes across for second spot. Great drive from Muhammad. Good points in that fight with Slowpoke. In second place, Slowpoke could be getting closer to him than he is Wayne. Then we've got Biggie getting a podium. Come on, Rossi. Let's have it. Let's go. Brownie in fourth. Great comeback there. Woo! Phaser just doing Declan. Poor Declan. It's the tyre wear, though. Hawkeye in seventh, ahead of PY and Firepower and the Hodge. Interesting stuff there. Hawkeye having a really good race. He struggles in some races, does our man Hawkeye. But that one, he must be chuffed about that at the end of that. He's earned some good positions. So there you go. It's the Mad D-O-double-G, ladies and gentlemen, who has come out and on the top from Paul Muhammad Ali. Great drive from Muhammad Ali. He did drop behind the deck, and I think he dropped into fifth at one point, but fought back against the deck and claimed that second place handsomely. Biggie in the end there, the tyre wear getting to the deck, and Rossi slowly picking off those lap times and closing in on the Declan, And in the end, the tyres did all the work for Rossi, but he was there to receive the third place. So let's not take anything away from our man Biggie. Brownie, great comeback with that early banging session with the Hodge, and looking like he was all out and washed and dried out. Came into this race with a positive attitude, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes a positive attitude is all you need. And Brownie then absolutely slinging shag and made his way up to fourth. That is a huge story, a great drive. And then we have the Phaser in fifth place. So race from the Phaser. I imagine he feels a podium was in there for him if he could just get those 41.3s nailed and tied down. But I mean, Wayne did a 39.6. That's nearly 2 seconds faster. That is some huge gain. Declan in sixth. The heart bleeds for Declan. You've got to feel for him. The tyres just destroyed him at the end there, didn't he? Look, 43 and a 44. Just had no pace come the end of the race on his tyres. Then we've got the Hawkeye. Great drive from Hawkeye, I'd say. 7th spot from the back. And he's got himself ahead of P. White at Firepower and the Hodge Meister. So great drive from Hawkeye. P. White in 8th place. And he also seems to be struggling with that tyre wear. Is it a controller thing? Firepower in 9th. We saw he was ahead of the batch and seemed to just totally lift off and let them all through for some reason. So I don't know if he was having technical issues. But Firepower seemed to back out of that one mid-corner and let most of them through. And the Hodge, we know his story. He got him and Hodgie, too much horseplay. I mean, him and Hodgie. Him and the Brownie got a little over-unctuous with their horseplay and ended up both off of, one of them spinning into the other one. Beautiful racing, ladies and gentlemen. Now we've got a 30-minute endurance race for you to enjoy, and it's going to be an absolute banger. So don't go anywhere. I know the Wimbledon final is just about to start. I'll keep you up to date. Some dude's hitting a yellow ball with a tennis racket. Exciting. Look, oh yeah, look, and we're doing split services. Both of them shared, and I didn't know who to choose. It feels like, you know, if you choose someone's replays, it's a special bond you have between player and commentator. So I split them. I chose race 1 of Phaser's replay, and race 2 I chose Muhammad Ali's replay. Splitting the duties, but both of them shared. So a huge thank you both to Phaser and Muhammad Ali. So yes. It's weird, isn't it, that I chose one. But I didn't want anyone to think there's favoritism happening, you know. I've got 2 kids, so I have to. There's a careful. Whoa, that's a lot. That's a shot and a half. I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, that might be the thumbnail. Just bright lights. Oh no. Am I doing this now? It seems like it. Ugh, it's horrible. Oh, the light isn't as big and bright in this one. Bugger it then. Oh, I like that shot. What am I doing? That's that. I like all the people. I'm going to just zoom into the people. I'm doing a thumbnail live. What am I doing? This is the crap I usually do at the end of a stream. I'm sat there for another 15 minutes trying to find a nice shot. And I'm never happy with my thumbnails, so they're never good shots. Oh no, hang on. I haven't even done the grid. Got the information up. I've got so carried away. Look at me. Too many streams all in a short time. I just forget who I am. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's a reverse grid, okay? Let me go back a little bit. So, you can see, yeah, let's get closer. So it's the Hodge Meister on pole. He's starting on the racing hard tyres. They've both got to use the softs and the hard compounds during this race. It is a minimum of laps, but the way the tyre wear is so high, they have to use the hards longer than what they would normally because the softs don't last that long. So the Hodgie then starting this race from pole on the hard tyres. Firepower starting in second, also on the hard tyres. P. White starting in third on the hard tyres with Hawkeye on the hard tyres. No one likes the softs here at the moment. Fifth is Declan. Declan going for the softs. He's going for gold or right in the first corner. He's going all in, ladies and gentlemen. That is the tip, the shaft, and the balls. Fazer in sixth on the hard tyres, with Brownie going hards as well in seventh. Rossi's got the hards on as well in eighth, with Muhammad Ali also with hards on. Wayne the Mad DOGG, and this is why he is the Mad Dog, ladies and gentlemen, is because he has gone softs. Brave. We know those softs do not last very well. Back to the great shot. And now, finally, for your entertainment, ladies and gentlemen, we start 30 minutes of pure adrenaline racing. Let's go. Jesus, that held. I'm surprised no one had a jump start with how long that felt. Hodgie then, a great start from the Hodgie, bringing the firepower along with him, but PY is the man. No, it's Hodgie, his firepower over there. I thought that was PY for some reason. So, Firepower holding on to the second place. These are all on those hard tyres, but the first few corners, it really won't matter because the tyres are going to be very cold. Either they're soft or they're hard. Bit of banging and bit of there between Fazer. Brownie coming through. Fazer, he looked like he had a little knock with Whitey or not Hawkeye. But Brownie come through. Hawkeye also slipping one through. So Fazer losing a couple of positions there. And then behind we got Wayne, the Mad DOGG, trying to make up time with those soft tyres and come through hard and fast. Oh, we got a wide one there. And it's PY going a little bit wide there, holding on to that third spot at the moment. It's hard to see with the sunlight, with Firepower now bolting out of the distance, and Hodgie also making the most of what's going on here. Lovely little banging session from the Brownie and the PY. Brownie not learning his lesson from the first race, but yeah, he has. He's kept the door banging down to a minimum, and PY at the moment being left out to dry as the Fazer tries to get one through as well, but they are driving on ice, ladies and gentlemen. No grip being afforded to him at all by the hard tyre. Hawkeye then trying to improve on his seventh place from the first race, but Wayne the Mad DOGG, his tyres should be nicely warmed up now. He should have the grip advantage ahead of the field, and he does. He comes through that corner absolutely magnificently, and I think we'll go on board with Wayne for a little while. Fazer and PY fighting over that fourth place, but I think come this first corner you're going to see how much grip the Mad Dog is going to have on PY and Fazer. There he goes, just leaves them behind, ladies and gents. Beautiful stuff. And Fazer moves ahead of the PY. Hawkeye in seventh, but Hawkeye, did he just get launched into another universe? I think he did, ladies and gentlemen, and we're not here to point fingers, but that was a beautiful launch. I don't know who it was. Am I going to have to start calling Declan Dangerous Declan again? He doesn't do that normally, ladies and gents. He probably got hit himself. Hang on, where is he? He's slowing down. Well, there's no one behind him, so possibly not. Just misjudged his braking. Yeah, just braked a little late there. Didn't expect it. And played 10-pin bowling with cars there. Look at them all. He got all the pins. Hawkeye and Fazer. Great shot there from the deck, and the deck waiting for him. It's one of them things, isn't it? He missed his braking zone. It's not a big deal. I mean, these guys probably at the time were really annoyed, but I bet the next day they didn't care. And Hawkeye then coming through as Declan leaves them all to go. Muhammad Ali in seventh place. They're not that far behind Muhammad Ali, as he had to slow down. Oh, safety car situation, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, so they get a safety car. It's in the first two laps. Yeah, we're on second lap 2. So yeah, we're under a safety car situation. So nothing serious. Still all to play for with Hawkeye and Declan and Fazer. And it looks like they've all lined up now. So it'll be down to Hodgie when he drops the hammer and gets this race underway. At the moment, it's 80 miles an hour. He's chugging along at 70. Not ready to drop the hammer yet. I think any time now we're going to see him absolutely floor it. But at the moment, holding his speed. Maybe they're going to wait for the line before they drop it. And I think that's it now. I can hear engines absolutely blaring out. No, he's still holding it. No, he's still holding it. Sorry. And now he's dropped it, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful stuff. There we go. A great restart there from the Hodge. Well done. And Firepower then in second place. Firepower in second place. Sneaky little bugger. When did he do that? Who was he fighting for up there? Wayne's coming through. PY, I think PY was up there duking it out, wasn't he? So PY and Rossi now on the same bit of track. Who was the other person on soft tyres? And Wayne here, we know, but there was another one that's starting on softs. Oh, it's Dangerous Declan, and that's why he late braked, ladies and gents. That makes perfect sense now. Yes, of course, Declan. I don't think he forgot to brake. He was just braking where he would normally. But the guys ahead of him were on the hard tyre. So, yeah, well, how come Declan... Oh, it looks like they've let him ahead, or just on the race and he's got back ahead. It's all bunched up here, ladies and gentlemen. They're all on the hard tyre, and I imagine Wayne's has cooled down somewhat. Someone very wide out there. Who was that? No one? No, Hawkeye's dropped off the pack a little bit. And so Hodgie leading them away. The Brownie now up into second. Firepower slipping down a couple of positions as Wayne pushing hard on those soft tyres as Brownie is the obstacle. Obstacle number one, ladies and gents. It's the Brownie. Wayne having a look here, having a look there, but there is no way past the Brownmeister. Hodgie then leads it up to the final corner, and we're 5 minutes into this race already. It's a 30-minute race, so we've got a while yet. As there we go, Wayne on those soft tyres. It was inevitable, like Thanos, ladies and gentlemen. He was the sound of inevitability. Brownie in third, then we've got Firepower in fourth with PY on the hop. Declan is under threat from Rossi, or Declan. No, Declan coming through hard and fast with those soft tyres. He's just pulled a move on the Biggie Rossi, and now PY is the next man on his list. He's just got to watch out for those braking zones. There you go. Under braking again, and there is the deck through. This is what he wanted to do originally. He just caught him, that was all. And the deck absolutely slinging shag at the moment. PY in sixth, Rossi in seventh, Muhammad Ali is in eighth with the phaser in ninth, and Hawk of Eye is in 10th, not going so well. Drops right off. So Wayne now in the lead. Come on, either in or out. The cat's come to the back gate door. Piss you, cat. So Wayne there, sorry, I don't usually swear, but I have to swear at my cats because they're so annoying. Hodgie then in second, Brownie in third, with Firepower in fourth. Declan is in fifth, but Declan is on a big push, ladies. Let's get on board. Look at him. There we go. That's Firepower to our left. Goodbye, Firepower. Give him a wave. He's gone. And then we go. Now, remember your tyres, Deck. You're already killing them. Killing those tyres. Be a little softer to them. Don't sling the Dorito shag too hard into those corners. And here he is, breaking down to close in on the Brownie soon. And he's decided it's no pits for him yet. Still time to go. There's Declan then chasing down Brownie in third place, but his soft tyres are ever decreasing, ladies and gentlemen. They are dying on the vine. Firepower staying with him on those hard tyres. Then we've got Biggie in sixth place, chasing them down as well. And it looks like Firepower's coming back at the deck as the deck starts to lose grip. Oh my word. In front of our very eyes, those tyres are just disintegrating, ladies and gentlemen. And take note for the other drivers. We are 7 minutes in, so they don't want to put those soft tyres on too soon from the hards, because they do not last. Although in Deck's hands we did see he absolutely tore up the tyres in the first race. And Firepower, I thought Firepower was thinking about a lunge up the inside of the deck, but he seems to have second thought it, and now he's left himself open for Rossi in sixth spot there. No one still yet to pit. And the hard runners, I mean, it'll be suicidal for him to put softs on just yet. PY in seventh, Muhammad Ali is in eighth place. Then we've got Phaser in ninth. We've got Hawkeye in 10th. But it's the Mad Dio Double G that leads this race for the second time today. the second race, the second time in the lead, and it's the DOG that's absolutely slinging shag today, but he is on those soft tyres, and the question is, when will he come in to put the hard tyre on, when the rest of the field will be on that said tyre? Brownie in a great spot, not that far behind Wayne the Mad DOGG. Are we going to see Brownie get his first taste of the win this season? Who knows? Hodgie though, Hodgie is the fly in that ointment, and Declan has had to come in. His tyres are absolutely shot. He'll be going to the hard tyre, and this is going to be a tough race for the Declan from the rest of it. He needed to get up in front. He didn't need that crash with Hawkeye, and maybe Hawkeye's already pitted. No, he didn't start on the softs. Oh, don't put softs on, bro. They're never going to last. Possibly, who knows? I mean, Declan did rip his tyres to pieces in the first race. He's taken them tyres 9 minutes into this race. So, possibly, yeah, maybe the softs could last half the race. At the moment, we're seeing Waney. He's coming up to 10 minutes, and he's only got them half used. Brownie then. So, we'll see. We might see a lot of these drivers come in to put them soft tyres on then. Rossi. I mean, you know, Waney's going to be trying to do the minimum, which I think is something like 3 laps. So he'll be trying to do the minimum he can with those hard tyres and make these soft tyres go as late in the race as possible. Brownie, I imagine he's itching to get on the soft tyre as soon as possible, because he's got to see the Hodgie off. Oh, Hodgie's hard tyres. He could go on the softs. He's barely using his tyres. Then you could probably make the soft tyres last. This is the big question with the Strat, ladies and gents. When is the right time to go onto the soft tyre? Rossi then in 4th place. Good position for the Rossi at the moment. Firepower in 5th with P. White there in 6th. We've got Muhammad Ali in 7th now. Fazer in 8th. We've got Declan, who has made a pit stop to the hard tyre, and Declan and Hawkeye, who's made the stop to the soft tyre. Interesting stuff. Now, Hawkeye is quite a way behind the rest of the field, but could he possibly make a bit of a surprise here on a couple of the ones at the back of the pack by making a jump? Waney, no reason to stop. His tyres are looking pretty torn up, but he's doing fastest laps so far. Brownie, his closest competitor, and he will be on the soft tyre at the end when Waney's on hard tyres. So Waney could be in trouble from the Brownie. Hodgie, they've all got E's at the end of their name, innit? We could do a rap. Waney versus Brownie versus Hodgie versus Rossi. And that's it. We've run out. There's no E's. It's just the top lot have all got an E at the end. I could be quite delirious. It's quite hot, you know, here in the UK. We're having a mini heat wave. It's not something we're used to. And during Wimbledon 2 weeks, none less. Usually piddles down with rain. So Waney then in the lead with the Brownie in 2nd, Hodgie in 3rd. We're waiting for the pit stops here, ladies and gentlemen. That's where the next batch of action is happening. Where is the deck? He's on those hard tyres, just too far off the field. Fazer in 8th. Now you think Fazer, it'd be worth a punt for him. He's at the back of this pack, getting nowhere fast. You think he'd just go in and say, well, what the hell? Put the softs on. There's only 7 minutes. Oh, no, it's not. Of course, it's a 30-minute race. I'm thinking 20 minutes. What am I talking about? Yeah, it's definitely too early for Hawkeye to go on those softs. He's double pitting this one, isn't he? Declan as well. He's asking that. Well, yeah, his softs hardly lasted. So yeah, Waney, obviously, he's going to be trying to push these tyres till lap 15. He's got pretty much lap 15, minute 15. I'm getting carried away myself, thinking that it's a 20-minute race or something, but it's not. It's a 30-minute race. So yeah, Waney, no doubt, he's going to try and make those tyres last another minute or two if he can, but it's looking a struggle for him. Fuel doesn't seem to be an issue today. Everyone's good on fuel. We're not quite halfway, so they do need a bit of fuel to get to the end, but it's not like they're being forced in early because of the fuel. Now, Hodgie, he's recently, I think, gone and taken Rossi there. I think Rossi was in third, wasn't he? No, Hodgie was in third. So Rossi is starting to loom large in Hodgie's rearview mirror, but Rossi has picked up a penalty in the pursuit of that, and he's going to have to pay that just as he was going so fast, so much faster than he was before. So Rossi now really is becoming a hindrance for the Hodge, and the Hodge has really got to consider what's happening behind him, because Rossi has found another level. He's gained XP, ladies and gentlemen. He's on the road to third. But Hodgie being saved by the penalty briefly. And Brownie with a wiggle on there. Waney still opting not to come into the pits, still using those tyres to their full effect. P. White, a 43.6 last time. He's chasing a 43.0 from Rossi, a 43.0 with a penalty, ladies and gents. So Rossi has got some great pace at the moment. Firepower under threat from Fazer. Fazer going for the move up the inside. And it looks like he's bringing Grahamad Ali through with him. Grahamad Ali getting a cheeky overtake there from Firepower. Firepower. He just makes it too easy for him in the corners, doesn't he? He just seems to pull over and say, go on, my friend. Self-belief, Firepower. You might not be as fast as them, but you can still make them work for it, my friend. So Fazer then in sixth. Grahamad Ali. I say not that I have that same attitude. I'm not. I mean, Firepower's faster than me. Granted, like fair play. I'm very slow, but you know, when faster people come over to me, I have that urge to just pull over and say, well, you're going to get past me anyway. Fazer making a mistake there, and Grahamad Ali through, but Grahamad Ali carrying a penalty. So Fazer making a small mistake, going a little wide. I think he had to brake more than he wanted to save the car, and gave up the spot to Grahamad Ali, but Grahamad Ali has a half a second penalty, and so if Fazer can just stay with him, should easily end up back ahead of him. Is it on the start straight line? It might be. So Waney then, we're over halfway. His tyres are totally shot, and he is bringing in the Kit Kat Jaguar now to take a break. Brownie's continuing on, and why would he pit? We've got a while yet. I think these guys are going to save those soft tyres for maybe the last 10 minutes of the race. That's how long Declan made his last, and Declan is a little heavy-handed with his tyres. So Rossi still giving Hodgie a lot to think about. P. White there in fourth place now, with Fazer up and into fifth ahead of Grahamad Ali and the Firepower. So yeah, as I was saying, you get these faster people come behind you, you feel like, you know, they're going to get past me anyway, I might as well let them through. And it's not the right attitude to have, really. Make them work for it, that's what I say. So Firepower in seventh place, and the Mad Dog back out on the track with a set of racing hard tyres going all the way to the end, and the end being some 13 minutes away. 13 and a bit minutes away. He's got to make those hard tyres. He's got to live with those hard tyres. And we saw they take a good while to warm up and into the track. So he's going to be following Firepower for a short while just yet. Declan, he's not lived with those hard tyres as he would want to since his pit stop. He's quite a way off the pack, but he's hoping that pack come down to join him here in ninth. Hawkeye as well onto those softs, and he's ready for a second pit stop already. What tyre will he choose? Because he's only been on those softs for 4 laps, 5 laps we'll say. So that's a tough one for Hawkeye there. Had such a good race in the first race as well. I know he got taken out by the deck at the beginning of this one, but still it's not gone well since then. Brownie leads this race. What can he do? He's got a lovely bit of space between himself and the Hodge, and Biggie coming in hard and fast to try and do Hodgie's his accounts, really. He's coming in to do a very, very strict audit on the Hodgie, so be careful, Hodgie. P. White in fourth place. He's got the wonky German on his 6. Fazer taking no bull shit from no one today. He is in the fight. and he wants championship points. Muhammad Ali in that third place, I believe, is he not? Chasing down Slowpoke and Waney in this. So he'll be wanting to get maximum points while the Slowpoke is away. Waney Mad Dio Double G recently pitting, already past Firepower. Firepower not enjoying the pace of the Shag on hard tyres here at Dragon's Trail. Looks like he's struggling a little bit with the handling of that Group 4 Jaguar. And the Declan hoping and praying that the rest of the pack come down and join him in 9th place. But I mean, they're all putting soft tyres on, so if they do come and join him, they are going to dip almost instantly. Hawkeye in 10th spot. And I think he's, oh wow, his tyres are absolutely shot. So he's out of this one, ladies and gents. And here comes Brownie then into the pits. He's going to go onto the soft tyres for the last 10 minutes. What's the Hodge going to do? The Hodge continues on, as does Big E. Interesting, splitting strategies. PY also continuing on, and Phaser. And now Brownie's going to be in a situation where he's thinking, have I made the wrong choice? Well, at least he's in good company, because Muhammad Ali also deciding this is the time for the soft tyre, as Firepower continues on as well. And my word, only 2 of them thinking that this is the time for the soft tyres. The rest of the field sticking with the hards. Interesting stuff. Hodgie then leads the way with Big E chasing him down, as he has done throughout this whole race. And Rossi fancies a piece of the Hodgemeister before the race is over. Now, these guys must be aware that those that pitted are going to be absolutely slamming their big Ds on the table and putting some absolute stellar lap times in as they're trawling around on a set of hard tyres going nowhere fast. PY in 7th spot with the Phaser in 4th. He's caught up with PY now, and the Phaser looking to do something pretty special here. But I think they're all going to go flying into the pits, and Waney is going to be there for it as he tries to make a move already on Phaser. But the hard tyres are pretty torn up on Phaser's car. Ooh, we're down another one. No, 4 haven't pitted. Waney's pitted. Firepower hasn't pitted. Brownie has. He's onto the soft tyre now. He's ahead of our man Deck, and I think Deck, yeah, I'll tell you what, they might be in amongst the Deck, but they're all going to be on soft tyres. Muhammad Ali out behind. He's got half a second penalty, but he is behind the Deck, and he's got to do a lot of work to catch up Declan. Hawkeye, here we go then. Hodgie stays out another lap. Rossi decides to pit. Phaser stays out, PY stays out, Waney is he's out till the end. He's already made his pit stop. Rossi and Firepower both into the pits, and that's going to put Brownie up another place as Waney pulls the trigger on PY and gets himself past on his fresher, harder tyres. And you can see PY's tyres really are coming to the end of their life span, as the Phaser then trying to gain some ground on those that have already pitted. And Hodgie, has he shot his bolt? Has he stayed out too long? That is the question. Here we go. Rossi, he's out ahead of the Deck. It's only Muhammad Ali. It didn't go well for Muhammad Ali, that pit stop, at all, because Rossi's out ahead. Oh no, Rossi's cut the penalty line. Declan will be here for that, but still the soft tyres, it's going to be tough to beat him. Brownie ahead of the Rossi. Rossi's going to have to spend 3 seconds of his valuable time down a straight, wasting it. PY in 4th. These guys still yet to pit. Well, Waney doesn't need to pit until the end. He's only got Phaser and the Hodge holding him up from the race. Now his worry is the Brownie. Where's Brownie? He's not that far behind. If Brownie can keep these tyres in. Brownie was the leader of the non-stoppers, the hard-tired starters, and I mean, Hodgie was very close to him, so Hodgie stayed out a couple of laps. I think he's going to lose in time on the Brownie, because Brownie's absolutely slinging shag at the moment. And PY there in 4th. Now the Hodge has brought it in. Where is he going to come out? He wants to be ahead of Rossi. He wants to be ahead of Brownie, but I don't think that's going to happen. But he definitely wants to be ahead of Rossi. Now Phaser. Waney's going double stopping, ladies and gentlemen. He's going back to the soft tyre because he knows the Brownie is on his way. And it is futile to try and race him on a set of hard tyres. But he's given up track position. Interesting. Waney giving up track position to go out on a fighty set of tyres. He's got the Hodge ahead of him on a set of soft tyres as well. And then he's got the deck come through, but the deck's on an old haggard set of hard tyres. No, Wayne just cutting his nose off, saying no sir, no sir. Oh, did he just send him? No. Rossi sent it down the inside of Wayne, the mad D-O-double-G though, didn't he? My word, go on, Big E. Declan there. Then we've got Fazer out on a set of soft tyres. Muhammad Ali's been on a set of soft tyres for a while now. He's ahead of PY. Firepower is out on a set of soft tyres, and Hawkeye in 10th. We've lost someone. Another person. Hawkeye going very slowly for some reason. Oh, well, he's saying that he's done the accelerator. It just doesn't look very fast. No, he's half accelerating. So Hawkeye, for some reason, going slowly. But he's not the person we've lost. I'm not sure. Brownie, Hodgie. Oh, did we start with 10? No, we haven't lost anyone. Sorry, I thought we had 11 for some reason. So Brownie leads. He's on the soft tyres. He's got plenty of fuel. He's just done the fastest lap of the race. And we've got around about 5 minutes just over left of this race. He's miles ahead of the Hodge. This is the Hodge because he waited so long to make his pit stop. And I mean, with only 5 minutes, he's not going to tear up in tyres. He might have waited too long, is the Hodge, I think, for his pit stops. Rossi and the Mad Dog going man-o-man, and the Rossi coming out on top at the moment. Big E! But Wayne, very swift, very fast. And you think he's going to get that podium in the end. Declan then, on those old hard tyres. He's got Fazer coming in fast and furious. The Fazer, you put your money on the soft, brand new tyres on the deck, and he's going up alongside him. But Declan making it very difficult with the Declan sliding around on those hard tyres, and the Fazer then does come up the inside of him. Declan now under threat from PY through. And you can see now why the Mad Dog went back in to put some soft tyres on, because this would have been his story. All of these guys would have been catching him up and coming through. So covering his ASS with ASS, sorry, with I just obviously like saying SS for some reason. Covering his butt ski with that pit stop. Very clever, very clever. He's lost track position maybe to the Hodgie, but the Hodgie and the Brownie were catching him up anyway. Brownie's halfway through his tyres. We're under 4 minutes to go, and the Hodge is quite, well, he's not miles behind, but still, if he wants to catch him up, he's going to have to burn his tyres out to do it. And I don't think he's going to catch him up till quite near the end of the race. Wayne, the mad D-O-double-G, he's ahead of Rossi now. Pretty straightforward for the Mad Dog. His tyres are fresher than Rossi's. As Fazer now coming in on the attack. Rossi could be in trouble here. And from Fazer, once Fazer's got the bit between his teeth, no man stands in his way. PY chasing him down as well. PY, a very swift driver, as Declan in 7th, Muhammad Ali in 8th, Firepower in 9th, and Hawkeye then coming back out of the pits. Hawkeye having a nightmare of a race. His first race was fabulous, but this second race hasn't gone as well for the Hawkeye. Dude Bell. Brownie, come on Brownie. Come on, you little mother fudger. Keep this one together. Keep this one together, my man. Brownie looking to take a win today, and I am here for it as he moves swiftly on. But the Mad Dog, he made that pit stop for a reason. He must feel that he could try and catch up with Brownie. Half a second faster than he's gone before. Brownie's got the fastest lap with a 40.6. And he's got a good, healthy 10-15 second lead on Wayne at the moment. The Hodgie also on those soft tyres. And I tell you what, I can see why Hodgie stayed out as long as he did, because he is getting through those soft tyres. He's already torn up that front right halfway through. As Mad Dog, he's just very good on tyres, as the Mad Dog. Yeah, because Rossi's tearing his tyres up as well. Fazer looking after his tyres a little more, and this could come into play come the end of the race. I say come the end of the race. We're at the end of the race. It's 2 minutes to go. Less than. Well, yeah. I tell you what, Fazer might not make another lap on this. Brownie, Hodgie, these guys may have to do another lap after this one. But I think Fazer and the guys below, that's it. This is their final lap, ladies and gents. Fazer has got to get a shift on if he wants to catch up with Biggie, and Biggie's tyres are absolutely melting in the Croatian sun. Waney pushing on. He's got Hodgie driving very defensive, but Hodgie's tyres also cooked. Now I see why they took so long. I questioned. And Declan wasn't really that bad, was he? He didn't tear his tyres up as bad as I thought he'd done. He'd done 10 minutes on them virtually. But yeah, the Hodgemeister on a cooked set of tyres, and Waney getting the fastest lap at 39.8. Brownie doing 42.4 at the moment, and his tyres look pretty cooked as well. Where are we? They might have to do another lap after this one, and if they do, then Waney, the mad D-O-double-G, we're going to see something special come from him. But at the moment, he's struggling to get past the Hodgemeister, and this is playing into the Brownie's hands. Indeedly doodly it is. So Hodgie there in second, and he is the brick wall that Waney cannot get by. Rossi there in fourth, Fazer in fifth, and Fazer's tyres are in a better condition than the guys ahead of him, but is he going to run out of time? And Hodgie then being very defensive, not even touching the apex on the outside. That's Brownie, and is he going to make it through? 4 seconds on the clock, and the Brownie's through. Is Hodgie going to have to do another lap? He would hope not to. He finishes, yes, he finishes. Waney in third, Rossi in fourth, Fazer finishes in fifth, PY in sixth, Muhammad Ali coming home in seventh, Declan in eighth, and the Firepower looks to be finishing in ninth place. Here he comes, and it looks like Hawkeye's in, no, going very slowly, a lap down, and there goes Firepower in ninth, with Hawkeye getting that 10th place. Didn't look like he enjoyed that one. And what can we say about the Brownie, ladies and gentlemen? Absolutely slung it when it needed to be slung. And yes, come the rewards, the just desserts, they would say. For our boy Brownie, he's done a beautiful job. His first win of the season. And it's a beautiful thing as he makes his way around. And he knows he could do donuts, he could do all sorts if he wished to. This race is won, and no one can take it away from him. Hodgie, let's say, did an amazing job keeping the Mad Dog behind him, didn't he? I thought they were going to cross the line before the timing ran out, and it was going to be curtains for that second place. But the Hodgie played a real blinder, it has to be said. So here comes the Brownie then. Up to the final two corners of this race. And ladies and gentlemen, way big power slides from the Brownie. Celebrations. Yeah, why not, my friend? Beautiful stuff. A little donut there for the win. Absolutely exhilarated for him. Excited, and all of the X's. Well done, Brownie. That's what she's missing, my friend. There you go. There's always an X somewhere that's missing out. And Brownie's misses. Ex-missus, she just doesn't know. She just doesn't know what he just achieved. She never will. So well done to the Brownie. Hodgie, a great drive for second place, keeping the Mad Dog at bay. Great stuff. He is the dog handler, ladies and gentlemen. Waney, there, a double stop for him. And a great double stop, really, because he would have been losing a lot of positions on his hard tyres. So he did think it. He did well to fend off for the rest of the field by making that pit stop. I thought he was cray-cray, but it did the job indeed. Rossi in fourth with Fazer in fifth. I thought Fazer was going to catch those guys up with the tyre wear issues, but Fazer unable to introduce himself into that race. PY in sixth with the Muhammad Ali seventh. Muhammad Ali, a quiet race there, not really involved in anything there. Declan in eighth. Those hard tyres really destroyed his race at the end of it. And Firepower in ninth. And Hawkeye, for some reason, I just don't think he was into this one. And that's it. Brownie in the chat saying a great feeling that was. A great feeling it was to watch as well, my friend. I'm so chuffed for you. Well done. Great drive. Great drive. Let's see what he can do next round, ladies and gentlemen. The Brownie is on form. Put your money on him. Okie dokie then, ladies and gentlemen. That was the F-Type series. And as always, a great race. A pair of races. A great round. So, what's next? GTMC for the VRC is next up. I don't know if I'm going to do that today. We'll see. It's a lot of streams over a weekend. You guys must be getting absolutely sick of it. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you for everyone that races. Thank you for all the guys that share the replays. Muhammad Ali and Fazer. Thank you for those guys that get involved in the YouTube thing. I said in my last stream, it really is for me, but the fact that you guys get a little bit of something out of it is a bonus, really. Couldn't care less if you watched or not. And I don't mean that in an uncaring way, but I do it either way. I appreciate that you guys get involved and you're all part of it and you enjoy it. Some of you say you enjoy it. I don't understand why. But, I'm just saying thank you. In a weird sort of way. Thank you, F you sort of way. All right, too much talk. Brownie saying great comms as always, thank you. Well, it's a matter of opinion. I'm sure someone out there thinks it's awful comms. Anyway, guys, I've had a great ball. Great fun. And this championship's getting close to the end, surely. They're usually in 10 weeks, isn't they? And this was round 7. Was it round 7? Yeah, round 7. Two more rounds to go? 8, 9, 3 more rounds to go. 8, 9, and 10, yeah. Maths was always my strongest subject. All right, then. I'm going to go out of here before I embarrass myself anymore. Thank you very much, like I already said, to everyone. Tiru, peace and love. Peace and love.